Hey Gemini, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. I'm here to do your 2025 read. And for this read, I'm starting off with charms and then getting into questions that Spirit guided me to in terms of the New Year reads. My apologies for my delay. I've been out of state, but really excited to get back into my readings. So first, I'm going to pull charms for your reading. Spirit, show me charms for Gemini in 2025. Charms can resonate with you, or the message of the reading could let you know that this reading is for you, although it doesn't necessarily have to. So just keep that in mind with any messages in this reading. It is a collective read, therefore not all messages may resonate. So let's see. Gemini for 2025, Spirit. Gemini for 2025. Can I see charms for Gemini 2025? It still feels so crazy for me to say that. 2025. We are in 2025, Gemini. All right, let's see. Gemini 2025. Let's get some charms. All right, so a lot of letters here. I'm going to pull out the letters first, and then we will get into the rest of the charms. I always like to do the letters first so I can see any duplicates. Let's see. Not too many duplicates, actually. Which just means that I'm reading for a lot of you. Let's see here. All right, so letters. I have X, N, R, 3 V's, Q, T, 2 M's, E, P, G, D, H, and B. I'll say those one more time. I have X, N, R, V, 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 Q, T, cutie, I love that, M, M, E, P, G, D, H, and B. I have the money sign, which is of abundance. I have the third eye, so really listening to your intuition, those things that necessarily can't be seen at the moment, but that your intuition, your highest self is telling you. We have the mask, so really seeing things clearly, taking off the mask perhaps. We have 2 different feathers. So once again, intuition. We have the frog, which is leaping, like jumping, leaping into faith, and your intuition. We have the cross of commitment. We have the star, which is our greatest hope, our desire, our path for the, our hope, our desire, our vision for the path forward. We have the guitar, so perhaps music is important to some of you. We have the elephant, so either the elephant in the room or slow movement. We have the rose. It's blooming. I see that as an offering. We have the butterfly of transformation. We have another star, actually 2 matching stars here, so perhaps some soul bond connection here. We have the wreath, so a sign of winter, a sign of Christmas, also a sign of just generosity. We have also another sign of winter, the snowman, and then we have the words family, and we have the word love with the heart cut out. So making sure that love is rooted in solidity, not a hollow connection. All right. Thank you for those messages, Spirit. Those are your charm messages for 2025. Let's see how and if they resonate with the message of the reading. So the first placement for this reading is theme for the year. For this, I am going to use the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Throughout this reading, I'm going to pull from whatever cards Spirit leads me to for the different areas of investigation. So I hope you are well, Gemini. If you are new to the channel, thank you for joining me. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe if the message resonates with you. If you are returning, thank you for being back. I have missed all of you. I've missed doing this. Really excited, have been really excited to get back into my readings. All right, theme for the year for Gemini. Spirit, thank you so much for presiding over this reading. Thank you for the messages that you have for Gemini. Theme for the year for Gemini. Theme for the year for Gemini. Let's do one more. Theme for the year for Gemini. I don't know why I'm feeling like Gemini, and I actually said this in my recent Leo, it's not your sun sign. It may not be your sun sign. I'm feeling North Node, South Node. Gemini, theme for the year. Theme for the year for Gemini. Theme for the year for Gemini. The void in reverse, action and abundance in reverse. Okay, so what I'm seeing in these cards, the void and abundance in reverse, it's almost like a resistance to abundance. And instead remaining in this void place, like of confusion, of inaction, of stagnancy, but yet Spirit saying take action. Literally take action to get out of this space. We have the numbers 38, 15, and 1. So what's that? 38, 48, 53, 54. Abundance in the void in reverse and action, or could be like taking action towards the lack of abundance that you felt in your life, like a stagnant energy. That's really what I'm feeling here, is a stagnant energy. Also in the void card, I am seeing like the things that you may not even realize are possible right now. It's hidden under your moon. It's hidden in the darkness. It's outside of your current sight. But when you begin to take action, it becomes illuminated. The path forward becomes illuminated to you, and the potential for abundance is there. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Acceptance. And here we have one hand reaching for another. Acceptance, and there's the butterflies of transformation that are possible for you. So that's your theme for the year: nourishment. Nourish the world that you would like to create for yourself, rather than being in the void, rather than being in lack, a feeling of lack. I'm feeling 5 of Pentacles here from the tarot, like that kind of energy, like that feeling of lack, that feeling of poverty. Rather than being in that space, you can choose to take action towards this void that you're feeling, this lack of abundance that you're feeling, and actually have things illuminated for you. Or you can choose to remain in the darkness. Like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to face it. I don't want to think about it. I'm really feeling a choice here. Okay, so that's your overarching theme. So like, what do you want your 2025 to be, Gemini? You want to remain in or be in a state of lack or poverty, or the void where like, I don't know which way I'm going, I don't know how to make sense of things? Or do you want to be in a state of action where things are illuminated to you and your next steps are illuminated for you? What is the world that you want to nourish and create? Okay. I'm going to pull from another deck for our next placement, which is energy supporting you right now. So let me see the energy supporting Gemini at this time. Energy supporting Gemini at this time. Energy supporting Gemini at this time. Energy supporting Gemini. Inward revolution. So really looking into the self. Like I said, what is the world that you want for yourself? Remembrance. Remembrance. What do you need to remember? I'm seeing Wheel of Fortune on this. So lessons that need to be learned. Time that also has passed. So perhaps you've been in a space of the void for quite a long time. And it's like, what needs to be learned about this? And what do you need to remember about yourself? The inward revolution. What do you need to remember about yourself that's going to propel you into a state of action? Yeah, visualize it. Visualize your manifestations, that world that you want to create. Picture it. But you need to go within. Number 42, number 11, number 17. And then we have soul mating. Alignment with the heart. What is the abundance that you want for yourself? What does actual alignment with your heart look like? Because that's what leads to your wellness. And perhaps this is a soul journey for you. Nothing has gone wrong. So even though you may have felt like you are in the void, Spirit is saying there is an inward revolution that needs to occur. You need to remember. You need to look at the whole picture, the Wheel of Fortune. You need to see time has passed. Lessons need to be learned, and you need to visualize what is the world that you want to create and what does that look like in the alignment in terms of your heart and your soul. Soul mating. And then it's not enough to visualize it. You need to take action in order to rise towards it. I said this recently in a reading. It must have been Leo's because that was the only one that I've done recently. Thought not acted upon is just thought. So we need to act upon it in order to create change, right? Okay. The energy challenging you in 2025. Let's see the energy challenging Gemini in 2025. The energy challenging Gemini in 2025. Energy challenging Gemini in 2025. All right. Entanglement, meditation in reverse, divergence in reverse, door of dreams in reverse, and love in the upright. So I am seeing that that time with the self, that time in the void, rather than ignoring it. That time of soul alignment. What is correct for my heart? And remembering what that is. This is a challenge. Sitting with the self about what path is going to lead to abundance and what path is going to lead to the door of dreams. Right now, I see it as a resistance because of entanglement. So I don't know what that entanglement is for you. You will know what that is for you. What is holding you back from remembering, from an inward revolution, from visualizing and then taking action upon the world that you want for yourself. What is keeping you from that alignment between your soul and your heart? Your heart and your mind. And then love. That's the energy challenging you. So what is it that is entangling you so much that you're not willing to divert? You're not willing to spend time with the self, that you're not willing to move towards the door of your dreams, but instead you're entangled, perhaps with a love connection, or it's something that is preventing you from a love connection because the love is in the upright, okay? The maestro. What are you going to claim? What are you going to claim? Are you going to claim the void, or are you going to claim the abundance? Whatever it is, you need to take action towards it, because just laying in wait is it's not doing you any favors. Okay. Can I get more spirit on the energy challenging Gemini? And love doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be any kind of connection that we care deeply about, right? Can I see more about the entanglement and the challenge surrounding Gemini in 2025? Let's do one more. The challenge for Gemini in 2025. Challenge for Gemini in 2025. Okay, I'm going to take them as it came out. Ace of Pentacles, so offering a new beginning. Two-way soul bond, Six of Cups. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, the Lovers. Wow. Yeah. Not knowing how to balance. Juggling this decision surrounding offering a new, stable, solid beginning with somebody that you deem as a soul bond connection. Six of Cups. You've had a lot of memories with this person. It represents a huge decision in your life. The Lovers is ultimately a decision card. You don't know what to do. Two of Pentacles, you're trying to weigh, like, how do I juggle this? What do I do with this? I walked away. I moved to a different shore. I thought I had gained perspective. The Hangman in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse, but it's in the reverse. Meaning, when I see the Six of Swords in reverse, it represents a return, and especially with the Hanged Man. Now I'm gaining perspective on what that moving away did, and I'm seeing things differently. And now I don't know what to do. I want to offer this new beginning, this new solid offering, Ace of Pentacles. I want to extend my hand with this Lover's connection, with this soul bond connection, but I don't know how. Two of Pentacles. I don't know what to do, but I know I've gained new perspective on my leaving this. And now I don't know what to do. But Spirit is saying, visualize what you want. Nourish the world that you want. Quit the entanglement that is holding you back from the path that you want. There's an inward revolution that is required. You can choose the void, or you can choose to have abundance, which is started by the Ace of Pentacles. This is a solid offering, a very solid foundation, but you need to let go of your anxiety and look towards the future. Nine of Swords, Three of Wands. Be hopeful for the future. This is the energy challenging you. So yeah, your perspective has been gained Enough perspective has been gained about you moving away from this, but the decision still remains. What are you going to do about this offering towards a soul bond connection? Are you going to remain in the void, or are you going to take action so that you can actually have the abundance associated with it? Queen of Pentacles. That's abundance. That's nurturing the world that you want to create. All right. What new perspectives are needed? I'm going to pull from the archetypes. New perspectives needed for Gemini. New perspectives needed for Gemini. New perspectives needed for Gemini. One more. New perspectives needed for Gemini. Can I see new perspectives needed for Gemini in 2025? New perspectives needed for Gemini in 2025. New perspectives needed for Gemini in 2025. Yeah, vision, Kairos. Emotional energy and aletheia, and then the mentor. Look for guidance. Look for the light that is coming to you. Look for the light that is being offered to you, the wisdom that is being offered to you, whether through downloads, whether through other people, whether through your own intuition. The wisdom is like the owl is wisdom, and you need to claim it. You need to claim it as the king. Stand in your masculine energy. Claim what you know to be true. And then act accordingly. Soar like the owl. Soar like the eagle. Kairos, very emotional energy. Tap into your emotional energy. See things clearly. Our mind can often get in the way. But Spirit is calling you, remember. And that's where the inward revolution comes from. And remember that it was about your soul. It was about your heart. It wasn't about your mind. It was about your soul and the alignment with your heart and your soul. And then aletheia. Don't see things so black and white. See things more in color, like Kairos. Allow the wisdom to come through. Can I get more about the new perspectives needed? So I'm really seeing like that emotional energy, claiming it, seeing things in color, not so black and white. Oftentimes we like to think in black and white terms when it serves us, right? Or when we're trying to remain in the void, but just seeing things from an abundance lens lend to other shades, right? Does it lend to the gray? Let me see new perspectives needed, more about new perspectives needed for Gemini. Two of Wands and Two of Cups. And then there's the Page of Pentacles. So grounding yourself in the present rather than in the past, rather than in the future regarding a soul bond connection. You need to ground yourself in the present. New perspectives are needed about this. What keeps you tethered and what allows you to flourish into the next stage, right? Like that Wheel of Fortune. What allows you to invest in something solid and to have enthusiasm for it rather than holding weight. Ten of Pentacles. What are the investments that are going to lead to your tree of life? Remember, I had what is that world that you want to create for yourself? The tree of life are the roots that touch many, many things. It's everything. It's our friendships, it's our family connections, it's our work, it's our legacy, it's our longevity. So what investments are you making in terms of the relationships in your life that are going to lead to your future abundance? Okay? Queen of Swords. You need to make sense of this. You need to understand what investments are for you that lead you into a path of abundance, and what investments are going to lead you into the void. Which ones require you to take action? Because I'm going to tell you, if you are not taking action in your life, then you are not moving towards anything. That may seem harsh, but if you are not taking action, then you're just remaining stagnant. It's just the same. The same, the same, the same. No change equals no change. Okay? What do you have intuitive knowing about? Let's see. What do you have intuitive knowing about in 2025? I'm going to pull from this deck. What does Gemini have intuitive knowing about? And by the way, the Lovers is your card, your power card. So I'm clearly seeing you in the spread. What do you have intuitive knowing about in 2025? Intuitive knowing for Gemini in 2025. Intuitive knowing for Gemini in 2025. Intuitive knowing for Gemini in 2025. Anything? Intuitive knowing for Gemini in 2025. I'm feeling like there's another deck. Forgiveness. Forgiveness and reproach in you. Being willing to forgive. Being willing to reapproach a situation. Remember the meditation, the divergence, the door of dreams in reverse. Because one is so entangled that's preventing it, and they're remaining in the void. But this is your opportunity of what you have intuitive knowing about, is that the forgiveness is needed, a reproach to the situation and to you, to the essence of you, the soul of you. Remembrance is necessary. Help. Ask for help if you need it. Reach out your hand and ask for your guide. Ask for those downloads from Spirit or God or the universe or your highest self, whatever that may be for you. But what you have intuitive knowing about is that forgiveness is needed, and that you need to reapproach the situation, and there's a need to reapproach yourself, most importantly, about what it is that you want to invest in. Whether you want to be in the void or in abundance. Do you want to see things in black and white? Or do you want to see things in color? This is what you have intuitive knowing about, that you need to reach within the self, which is the Hangman. Gain new perspective. Okay, your opportunities for healing. I'm going to actually pull from this deck. Opportunities for healing for Gemini in 2025 Opportunities for healing for Gemini in 2025. Opportunities for healing for Gemini in 2025. Sanctity, finding that time within the self, the meditation, getting to know you again. Opportunities for healing for Gemini in 2025. Sanctity and invite help again. Spirit is really calling on you. And then true offering. And then individuality. So individuality, every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. So basically your path is not the same as anyone else's. You need to determine what your path is and you need to visualize it. And then true offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. And then sanctity, through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. So like that sacrifice. And then invite help, invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready. Pursue me. Excellent. And then Spirit saying, right now, guidance is available to you after loss. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. All right, excellent. And then we have opportunities for joy and happiness. I'm going to pull from this deck. Let's see the opportunities for joy and happiness for Gemini. Opportunities for joy and happiness for Gemini. I'm interested in this because what I'm seeing is really just the world that you want to create. Yes, I see a soul bond. I see a lover's connection here that potentially you moved away from, and it's caused you a lot of anxiety about the future. You're resisting kind of centering within the self, diverting from the path that you said you would take. You're diverting your dreams because of this entanglement. But let's see. That's only one interpretation. Let's see opportunities for joy and happiness for Gemini. Opportunities for joy and happiness for Gemini. Literally, I have loneliness and then enjoyment and forgiveness over the top of it. So loneliness, when you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude. And that's when kindred spirits can finally come. And then I have enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. And then forgiveness. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. Okay, so perhaps you have been entangled and been holding yourself back from taking action on abundance, and Spirit is saying you can remain in the void, you can remain in the loneliness, or you can experience enjoyment and forgiveness. And remember, forgiveness is not for the other person, it is for you, okay? Compassion. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. I'm feeling like whatever this situation was, you need to take yourself outside of it and realize that it wasn't about you. I don't know why I'm saying that or who that is for, but it wasn't about you. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. It was nothing that you did. Forgive yourself and then offer forgiveness to the other person, even if only for yourself. Creative blocks. If you're an artist of any kind, you can offer all work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good to benefit. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need it. That's that selfless. It's not about necessarily you. It's like offering compassion to the other person. I have chills down my body. Okay. Impatience. Be patient with the process. But I feel like overall what Spirit is saying is that you need to take action to either the void, which is full of darkness and nothingness and no progression, or you can take action towards your abundance. It is up to you. It is not dependent on anyone else. It is up to you. So you can choose loneliness, or you can choose enjoyment and forgiveness and freeing yourself from this entanglement. That's your opportunity for joy and happiness. Okay. Opportunities in connection. Let's see what your opportunities are for connection. Opportunities for connection for Gemini. Opportunities in connection for Gemini. Opportunities in connection for Gemini. Opportunities in connection for Gemini. Page of Swords, the Fool, King of Wands. You want to take a leap of faith. You want to learn more about it. You're kind of observing the situation. You have passion for a new beginning, but your Fool and your Page of Swords are still in reverse. Just like your void was in reverse, just like your abundance was in reverse. It's like your energy is there. It's wanting to burst forward, but it's like you're still trying to kind of scope out, what is this going to look like for me? I don't want to be foolish. I want to know the risks that I'm taking. I want to know the new beginnings that I'm stepping into. So there's some hesitancy there. This is your opportunity in connection, is to actually step into that passionate energy, King of Wands, to connect with others and to let go of the indecision, of the fear. And a lot came out. Okay, let's see what came out here. Four of Wands on its side. Yeah, I'm not sure about connection. I'm not sure about Queen of Swords. I'm trying to understand what this connection was. What did it mean? Where did the lack of stability come into play? Page of Wands, the Lovers in reverse. I'm trying to understand where the passion is, like, it's almost like it not escaped, but where did it go within this lover's connection? And we had love up here and the entanglement in terms of what was holding you back. And here you're trying to understand, where did the passion in this connection and relationship go? I'm trying to understand. I want to let go. Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Devil in the upright. It was unhealthy for me. was toxic for me. There was fear associated with this relationship and letting it go. It was an unhealthy pattern. It left me feeling poorly. It left me feeling like this connection, the passion, the holding on to it made me feel poorly. It made me feel like I was in the void rather than feeling abundance. And I'm trying to understand this, but I am resisting it at the same time. 9 of Wands, Queen of Wands in reverse. You're saying, I no longer have passion for this because I want what is correct for me, and that's what I'm going to fight for. What is correct for me, justice, what is balance for me is what I want to fight for. I no longer want to put my energy towards the devil, the unhealthy, the what didn't bring me the fulfillment, and it left me in the void. It left me in the dark. It left me constantly confused. It left me constantly feeling like my door of dreams was outside of my reach. It left me emotionally vacant. I couldn't reach for my emotions in this. There wasn't a connection between my heart and my soul. What I felt in my heart, it didn't align with what I was feeling on the inside in this connection, because what I felt on the inside was a void. And I held on to that, and I'm trying to understand, where did the passion go? Where did the energy for this go? Where did my desire for this go? And as hard as it is, I want to move towards justice for myself. 9 of Pentacles, my independence. But it's going to bring me personal fulfillment and abundance. This is your opportunity and connection. Death. To end things. But with every ending there comes a new beginning. Oops. King of Swords, and you have to feel convicted about it. What is unknown? What you don't see coming in 2025? Sorry, Gemini, that was a little bit heavy. But it's for someone. What is unknown? What you don't see coming in 2025? What's unknown? What doesn't Gemini see coming in 2025? What is unknown? What doesn't Gemini see coming in 2025? Justice at the bottom of the deck, so balance. 10 of Wands, the heaviness. King of Swords, the Lovers. Page of Swords. Gaining insight. Because you go from the Page to the King, but they're both still in reverse, so it's like you're resisting currently. The insight required to know how heavy this lover's connection actually was for you. You're trying to understand the weight associated with this connection, and your energy does amp up from a Page to a King, to where I'm starting off curious, and you showed me that earlier. I want to understand this, but it amps up to King of Swords. I I have conviction, I understand, and I can make decisions accordingly to the heaviness and the burden of this lover's connection, because I want to find balance in my life. The Three of Pentacles, I want to build a new foundation for myself. Queen of Pentacles, I want to heal. Four of Swords, and I want to be open to options in love that are actually going to lead to the Ten of Cups. Ultimate emotional harmony with others. So I see you making some revelations this upcoming year about whether you're going to remain in the void or you're going to move towards abundance, and it requires your action. So this is what you don't see coming, is that you're going to actually gain clarity and you're going to find justice for yourself through healing, through a new beginning for yourself, through standing as an empowered individual, and through exploring options outside of this. That is where you're going to find justice. Six of Swords and calmer waters. A new horizon for yourself where you can explore your heart and offer your heart in love. And then we have the King of Cups, to someone who also has a really, really full heart space for you and who knows how to claim their heart. And you will feel the sun. You will feel happiness. You will feel joy. You will feel the warmth on your face and in your body and in your essence and in your soul. Because you don't have to fight for it. It's just going to be. All right, let's see what's going to manifest over the next year. What's going to manifest over the next year for Gemini? What's going to manifest over the next year for Gemini? Let's do two more. What's going to manifest over the next year for Gemini? It's going to manifest over the next year for Gemini. What's going to manifest over the next year for Gemini? Page of Wands, Seven of Cups. Okay. Two of Cups, the Hermit. Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, the Devil. Interesting. Okay, so I'm kind of seeing these as three separate. Okay, Page of Wands, Seven of Cups. What's going to manifest over the next year is that you're going to have more understanding about the options that exist for you. Seven of Cups. You're going to have more understanding potentially about emotional confusion in this situation. You're going to know more about the situation and what to put your enthusiasm and your effort and your energy towards, and what things to retract it from. Okay. Two of Cups, the Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit is an internal card. It's very internal healing based on experience. But what I feel like is going to manifest over the next year is that you're really not going to gain any new insight about this connection. You're going to gain insight in terms of what options you should not pursue any longer. What options continue to leave you confused. You've gained no new insight into this actual soul bond connection, that Lovers, that Six of Cups. You still, no matter the experience that you've had, you have no more insight. It still leaves you feeling anxiety, sleepless nights, Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, despite your hard work towards this connection and trying to understand it and trying to bring it together, trying to gain insight onto the connection. It's literally still the devil, and it makes you feel poorly. It is a negative attachment. It does not bring you the sun like we saw elsewhere. It still brings you anxiety despite your hard work, effort, energy, and commitment to it. And so what I feel like is going to manifest over the next year is little insight will have been gained that is going to take you from the void into a state of abundance. And therefore, Spirit is telling you, you need to take action accordingly. For your own healing, to find justice, to claim justice for yourself, for a new beginning, create the world that you want to create, and heal yourself and look towards other options. I'm sorry that this is the message that's being delivered, but that is the direction that Spirit wants you to go in, is in terms of new connections. Look towards the future for an offering of heart and love. Page of Cups. And you can't see it now, the moon, but it's actually going to be your star. It's going to be your greatest desire, your greatest hope, your greatest wish fulfillment for this life. And it's going to bring you justice. Okay, let's get some advice for you, Gemini. This is a hard one today. Let's get advice for Gemini for 2025. Advice for Gemini for 2025. And then I'm actually feeling called to pull a couple more charms, so I'm going to pull those. Advice for Gemini for 2025. Gemini for 2025. All right. She who whispers, secrets, confessions, and confident. Interesting. She who whispers, secrets, confessions, and confident. She who hesitates in reverse, so quit the hesitation. Ponder, delay, and confidence. Yeah, stop delaying, moving forward. And then she who persists, perspective, defiant, and persistent. It was also in the reverse. So she who hesitates and she who persists in the reverse. So I feel like Spirit is saying, stop persisting towards this. Open up your heart, open up your eyes, open up your spirit, open up, remember everything. And there's an inward revolution that is needed so that you can actually move forward. Perhaps this isn't something that you've wanted to see, like the devil. It's kept you trapped. But you need to be fearless. You are justified in moving forward. And be resistant. She who resists rather than hesitates. be resistant. Move forward into the sun, into justice, into what is going to bring you clarity, what's going to bring you the sun, the warmth, the joy, the understanding of what you're doing in this life and why. All right, Gemini. I hope that this helped you, and I wish you the very, very best for 2025. Take care.